another Gettin Real with Ashleydawn, and goodness gracious, it was up in my spirit that I needed to do a video, and I needed to tell you that you look good. Oh my goodness, you look good. You are beautiful. Ladies, you are beautiful. You are beautiful. If nobody has told you today, or if everybody that has came into contact with you has told you today, let me tell you a little louder. You are beautiful. Men, gentlemen, I know there are a lot of guys that watch my channel. You are handsome. You are so handsome. You're handsome. Ladies, you're beautiful. Men, you are handsome. Why do I find it necessary to tell you that? Well, my friend, for two reasons. For one reason, everybody's wearing masks, right? And it's so easy to just cover up and to hide and to not be seen. Well, I want to let you know that I see you. I want to let you know that God sees you, that you are beautiful, that you are handsome. Listen, I know what it's like to not feel beautiful. I know what it's like. Well, I don't know what it's like to not feel handsome. I'm not a guy. But I know what it's like when somebody gives you a compliment and maybe you haven't had that compliment in a long time. It literally breathes life into your lungs, right? I just went to Starbucks, shout out my little pink drink. And the guy that was there, I just told him that I liked his pins. He had these little Disney pins. And you would not believe, he, like, when I came up to the window was, not very happy. And when I told him that, his whole, his face lit up. He was so excited. We need to get back into the habit of complimenting people and not making stuff up to make them feel good, but actually complimenting them, finding something in others that we like and speaking it out loud, telling people, hey, you're beautiful. I tell people all the time, especially girls, when I see girls in public, or maybe I'm at a store, or a Walmart or a grocery store, whatever, and I'm like, hey, I just want to let you know that you are beautiful. Like, you are absolutely beautiful. And a lot of times girls will be like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, like, you made my whole day. And if I see guys, and I try to do it in a way that they know that I'm not flirting with them, and I'm just like, I just want to let you know that God made you in a really handsome way. Like you're very handsome. And I mean, now granted, if I have a boyfriend, I'm not going to be, telling guys that they're handsome all the time, because that would be disrespectful to my boyfriend. But if I'm single, I'm like, hey, I just want to let you know that you're handsome. Like, God made you handsomely. And I try, like I said, I try real hard to make it not like I'm flirting, because I don't want anybody to think I'm flirting when I'm not. But I want you to know that you're handsome. I want you to know that you're beautiful. I want you to know that God made you in such a way that is absolutely beautiful, that's absolutely wonderful, that when you look in the mirror, you should smile. So often when we pick ourselves apart and when we're nitpicky with the way that we look, it's not because we look a certain way. It's because we're comparing ourselves to the way somebody else looks. Okay, I'm just going to be real. I have compared myself, and granted, I've been in beauty pageants, so I mean, it kind of comes with the territory that when you're in a beauty pageant, you're looking at your competition, and you're looking at the people next to you, and you're like, oh, she's got longer legs than me, she's got longer hair than me, she's got blue eyes, she's got green eyes, she's got this, she's got that. And it's so easy for us to size each other up in a competition and be like, oh, well, I don't have this, or I don't have that. But here's the deal. If you don't have it, if you are 4'11" and you don't have long legs, guess what? God didn't think you needed them. If you have brown eyes, guess what? God gave you those brown eyes for a reason. If you maybe have very, small features, guess what? God gave you those for a reason. Maybe you're tall. Maybe you're 6 foot something. Guess what? God saw it fit for you to be that tall for a reason. It's so easy to get in our head and to look at other people and to be like, well, I want what they have, right? When I was a little girl, I had really, really curly hair. And I looked at all these girls with straight hair, and I'm like, well, I want straight hair. God gave me curly hair, and it was beautiful, but I couldn't see the beauty in it because I was so busy looking at everybody else. Who are you busy looking at? Who are you busy comparing yourself to? Did God tell you to compare yourself to that person? Or did you find it necessary to do that? Did God tell you to change yourself in a way that doesn't look like you so that you can look like other people? Or do you feel like you need to look like that? Because so often we focus so much on looking like somebody else, on trying to focus on what other people look like we're trying to be like their little clones or something. We're trying to look like them, act like them, be like them. Right? God didn't call us to be like them. God didn't make us to look like them. God made us to look like us for a specific purpose and for a specific reason. You are beautiful. You are handsome. God made you in a lovely, lovely way. I'm sorry that somebody in your life has made you feel that you're not good enough. I'm sorry that somebody in your life has made you feel like you needed to look like somebody else. You don't need to look like anybody else. God does not make mistakes. It's very easy to say, oh, God made a mistake. God should have made me like this and he didn't. God should have made me like this and he didn't. No, God doesn't make mistakes. God says you are fearfully and wonderfully made. God made you with everything that you would need for the life that he has given you. He does not make mistakes. He didn't leave anything out on the workshop table. He made you with everything that you need to have. He made you exactly as he wanted you to be. He made no mistakes when he made you. Like I said, I'm sorry that somebody in your life has made you to believe, has made you to feel like he made a mistake when he made you. God did not make a mistake when he made you. He didn't. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. He knew exactly how many hairs to put on your head. He knew exactly the color eyes to give you. He knew exactly how tall to make you. God did not make a mistake when he created you. He didn't. He made you perfectly. Exactly how you should be. And I'm sorry that somebody in your life came along and made you feel less than that. I'm sorry that somebody in your life came along and made you feel like God made a mistake, because God did not make a mistake. You are lovely exactly as you are. Exactly as you are. If you want to put makeup on, put makeup on. You want to do your hair, do your hair. You want to get a new outfit, get a new outfit. But know that putting makeup on, doing your hair, and getting a new outfit doesn't add or take away from your value. That your value is given the day that you were created. And the day that you entered this world, you had everything that you needed. And you think, well, I entered the world naked. Yep, you sure did. You entered the world as a little naked baby. And as that naked baby, you had everything inside of you to become the adult that you are today. Maybe you're a teenager. Maybe you're watching this. I know my little girl, Caitlin, my baby, she watches this. And Alexia, she watches this too. I love you girls so much. And I have other little babies, my teen girls, that watch my videos. God made you with everything that you would need to become a teenager when you were a baby. You had everything inside of you that you would need already. He didn't make any mistakes. He didn't leave anything out. He didn't need to add anything. It's not like, you buy a Barbie doll at the store and she only comes with one outfit, and then you got to buy more outfits and you got to buy all these accessories. No. God made you with everything that you would need as a baby. And as time goes by, you grow and your body changes. But guess what? Everything that your body needed was inside of you the whole time. God has created you in such a way that you grow according to his time, not yours. Maybe you're an adult and you're watching this video. Well, guess what? God made you with everything that you would need as a baby to grow into the adult that you are now, to grow in the man that you are now, or the woman that you are now. God did not make a mistake when he created you. God did not leave anything out. God did not need help creating you. God does not need you to change how you look so you can be accepted by people. And I'm not bashing people that get plastic surgery, but God did not design you to need plastic surgery. He didn't. And now I've had plastic surgery too, but I haven't had it for cosmetic purposes. I've had it for health purposes. I had a glass stuck in my head that had to get cut out, and I needed a plastic surgery for that. And I had stitches on my face that needed plastic surgery when my head went through the windshield. But I'm talking about cosmetic surgery. God did not leave something out so that you had to add it to yourself. God God did not make you in a way that he needs help from a doctor to fix the mistakes that he made. God did not make a mistake when he made you. He made you perfectly and wonderfully. And the only person that has a problem with what you look like or who you are is a person that doesn't understand God's design for you. Maybe that person is you. Maybe you don't understand God's design for you. Maybe you don't know how much God loves you. And so you think that going to a plastic surgeon and changing your nose or changing your eyes or changing your butt or changing your boobs or changing your face or changing your cheeks or changing your jawline or changing thing you want to change so badly here. God did not make a mistake. God does not need help to fix the mistakes he made because he doesn't make mistakes. God made you perfectly. God knew exactly what you would need and he made you with it. God didn't make a mistake. I'm so sorry that somebody in your life has made you feel like he did, but God did not make a mistake. He did not make a mistake. I'll say it one more time. God did not make a mistake when he made you. He knew exactly the purpose that he had for you when he was creating you. He was mindful of exactly what you would need, of the life that you would live, of the dreams that you would have. He created you with love. When he was forming you, he formed you with love and kindness and thoughtfulness and gentleness. He didn't make a mistake. Those lies that have been spoken over you, those people that have had their ideas of what you should be or what you should look like or how you should be, do not receive those as God's voice. That's not God's voice. You are exactly how God made you. Are you perfect? No, you have imperfections, but those imperfections aren't in how you look. Those imperfections are in how you view yourself, really. Your looks are perfect. God made them. They're perfect. They're exactly what God wanted them to be. The imperfection comes in with the way that you view yourself, with thinking that you're missing something, thinking that you're lacking something. You lack no good thing. Your face looks that way for a reason. Your body looks that way for a reason. And yeah, you can work out and you can eat good and you can take care of yourself. And yeah, you can get braces if your teeth are not straight. But don't go to a plastic surgeon and have them change everything that makes you you. Don't do it. You are beautiful just as you are. You are handsome just as you are. I'm not talking about weight. I'm not talking about that kind of stuff. I know that, there are thyroid issues and there's those different issues, but God didn't make those, right? Those are a product of health and product of food and product of so many different things, but you weren't made with those issues. You weren't made, with those things. You were fearfully and wonderfully made. You are beautiful. You are handsome. And I am so sorry that someone has come into your life and made you feel like you're not, because you are. This video has kind of been all over the place. A lot of my videos are, but it was just very, very important that I made a video to remind you that you are beautiful, that God sees you, that I see you, that you are handsome, that God sees you, that I see you. Don't compare yourself to other people. Don't look in the mirror and wish that you looked like somebody else or, try to make yourself look like somebody else. If you have curly hair, embrace your curly hair. Maybe look up some curly hair, tutorials. If you have straight hair, love your straight hair. Yes, you can, play around with different hairstyles, but don't change who you are to look like somebody else. Every detail of who you are was on purpose for a purpose. And yeah, it may not look like everyone else, and that's okay. There's a purpose in it. Start appreciating the things that make you different instead of trying to be the same, instead of trying to look like everyone else. You're not meant to look like everyone else. You're meant to look like you. You are beautiful and you are handsome. I just needed to tell somebody that. Maybe it's just for me to rewatch this and hear that about myself. For the days that I don't feel beautiful, for the days that I look in the mirror and start picking myself apart, because we all do it. Don't pick yourself apart. You are beautiful just the way you are. You are handsome just the way you are. Yes, working out and taking care of yourself is important, but don't for a second think that you need to go to a doctor and you need to change everything that makes you you just to be accepted or just to be celebrated. Because who you are, the way that God made you, was on purpose for a purpose. It was on purpose for a purpose. You are beautiful. You are handsome. Those details, those little quirks that you look at yourself and you're like, why is my nose so pointy? Why is it so pointy? Why are my nostrils kind of big? Why are my eyebrows real bushy? Why do I have freckles all over my face? Why do I have these little dimples in my face? Why are my cheeks so big? Why is my chin kind of pointy? Why do I have this forehead that I do? Why do I have these ears that I do? Why do I have the smile that I do? Why am I petite? Why do I have these little like, I don't know what they're called, but they're really little. Like, why do I have that? Maybe because God created you like that. Why do I have these little teeny hands? Maybe because God created you like that. Stop picking yourself apart and looking at everybody else. And instead, look at yourself and say, God, thank you. Thank you that you made these cheeks. Thank you that you made this nose. Thank you that you made these lips. I don't need to have big, huge lips. I don't need to go get fillers and injectors so that I have big lips like everybody else. I don't need to go get plastic surgery so that I look like everybody else. I wasn't made to look like everybody else. I don't need to change my nose. I don't need to change my eyebrows. I don't need to change who I am. Because you see me, and if I'm enough for you, God, then I can be enough for me too. And if there's somebody in my life that doesn't think I'm beautiful, that's okay. They don't have to. If there's somebody in my life that wishes I looked a different way, that's on them. I'm happy with myself. I'm happy with the way that I look. Because I know God made me. God made me fearfully and wonderfully. I don't need to change who I am. I don't need to become somebody else. Who I am is enough for me, and it's enough for God. And who you are is enough for you, and it's enough for God. And I hope that you see it as enough for you. I'm sorry if you have body issues, and I'm sorry if you have mental blocks or lies that have been spoken over you that you just cling to. Ask God to remove those lies. Ask God to give you eyes to see how beautiful you really are, how handsome you really are. Stop looking at everybody else. Stop looking at the magazines and the Instagram feeds and Facebook and all these social media, Snapchat, TikTok, and looking at all these different people and being like, well, I want to look like her, and I want to look like him, and I want to look like this, and I want to look like this. And if I looked like him, my life would be better. If I looked like her, my life would be better. No, your life wouldn't be better. You are not supposed to look like him. You are not supposed to look like her. You are supposed to look like you. You are an original on purpose. God made you exactly like you are on purpose, for a purpose. And guess what? There are people that love you for you. There are people that love those things about you that you don't like. Do you know how many people compliment me and say they love my nose? So many. Or people that compliment my cheeks or compliment my eyebrows or compliment my eyes or compliment all the things that I pick myself apart for. There are people that love all the things about me that I've struggled to love. And there are people that love all the things about you that you've struggled to love. Maybe they just haven't verbalized it to you. But every little detail of what makes you you is on purpose for a purpose. You are beautiful just the way you are. You are handsome just the way that you are. I pray that today you really let that sink into your spirit and you really hold that close to your heart. You are beautiful just the way you are. You are handsome just the way you are. God didn't make a mistake. He didn't. I love you, but more importantly, God loves you. You are seen exactly as you are. You are celebrated exactly as you are. And you are so very loved exactly as you are. I'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget how beautiful you are, and don't forget how handsome you are.